Okay, it's been an hour and 20 minutes and we're down to coals. It's pretty hot, so I decided to splurge a little bit. I'm gonna take this ring off, put a grate on, and I'm gonna cook me up some Brussels sprouts. So I'm back and forth. I'm just gonna go ahead. Got a little smoke coming off there, so off the cast iron, so I think we'll be fine just to do it on top of the grate. If the cooking slows down, I'll take it off the grate and drop it down on the fire. That's the plan. Okay, so we've got the Brussels sprouts coated in olive oil. Got about 6 cloves of garlic here. Just sliced in half. It's gonna be garlicky. It's gonna taste so good. And I've got some kosher salt, ground pepper here. How much to put on? I know not. Kosher salt's a little less salty, if that makes any sense, than table salt. Sea salt, okay. And the lid's gonna be super hot. I'm not prepared with all my lid lifters, so I'll just, oh wait, let's do this. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do a little bit of this. Lid lifter. It's not strong enough. Let's get something stronger. I don't know, that's probably too thick to fit under there, but this is green, a green limb. Okay, start the timer. So this little Brussels sprout cookout was a little bit of a spontaneous little endeavor, and I probably should have started them when the fire, as I loaded it at the beginning, so I still haven't added anything to it. I probably should have thrown it on the fire maybe at an hour and 15 minutes. Instead, it's been about an hour and a half, hour and 30 minutes or so. I don't know. I kind of lost track of time, but I ended up putting the lid, the fire pit, the traditional raised fire pit that I'm using as a lid. The breeze is kind of high. I'm worried that I won't get a good 30-minute cook here, so I'm just trying to channel the heat a little bit and prevent some cool down because of the breeze. And I think it's working pretty good. I can hear everything sizzling pretty good. So kind of improvising here. Here, I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Fletch, you smelling it? Hey, you smell the Brussels sprouts? This dog loves anything you're cutting on the cutting board. Slicing the Brussels sprouts. Hey, he ate probably 3 Brussels sprouts. A little turkey. He loves to eat whatever you're chopping. Except for what? Olives. He will not eat olives. Picky dog. Anyways. Okay, so they are done. They cooked for 30 minutes. They cooked at a higher temperature than 425 because they're overdone. Oh well. Yeah. but our evening's kind of coming to a swift end as we start getting kids to activities for the evening. So I gotta go. Can't sit here and chat anymore. We're gonna devour some of these Brussels sprouts. Later. So they were a little overdone. Too salty. I should have measured out the salt. But anyways, this is a little spontaneous Solo Stove meal. And they're good leftover. But that garlic was just all caramelized and perfect. It was amazing. See, right there, that one right there. Take that, True Dog. Alrighty. All right, over and out. Hey, so one last thought. I forgot to put my axe away, so I went out to put the axe away, checked the Solo Stove, and everything was cold. So dumped out the ashes, put on the lid, put on the cover, and she's put to bed. And what's the time now? So it's 8:45. So here we are, almost 5 hours. So single load of wood from start to finish to be absolutely cold to the point where you can dump out the ashes. 5 hours. I don't think I've ever had a fire that would have cooled down. A fire in one of the Solo Stoves, whether it be the Ranger, Yukon, or the Bonfire, that was cold enough. And obviously the reason was because I'm usually sitting around the fire and I just keep loading it for hours. And by then you have a amazing coal bed built up, and it just will just sit there and burn for hours and hours and hours. And like I said, I've had one burn with a lid on, just because I wanted to be done with it. So I just put the lid over it, went to bed. Went out the next morning, still scalding hot. It was actually snowing that morning, and it was scalding hot, and just left it. This experiment continued, and I came out the next day, and it was hot again. It was still hot. It was warm. And that's when I kindled it back up and started the fire up. And then after that, I just let it burn down. I don't know how long it stayed hot after that. But anyways, just for those that are searching and wondering and curious, that's been a little bit of my experience. Whether it's exciting or boring to you, I don't know. But just trying to get out as much information as I possibly can that might be helpful. If you have any questions, I guess let me know. All right, take care. Hey guys, I had been thinking long and hard about the convection oven concept that we had going the other day for the Brussels sprouts, and thought about it, slept on it, and had a hunch that that little setup could be a pretty awesome pizza oven. So I fired up the Solo Stove Yukon again today and let the fire burn way down, and so I took off the ring, put down a grate, put on a pizza stone, and went out and I let it get good and hot, and then threw the pizza on there and put the dome on, just like I did for the Brussels sprouts. And I'll tell you, that was awesome. It cooked super fast. It was super, if you like a crunchy pizza, it had a nice crisp crust. So I just wanted to put that out there. Super excited about it. So I put a little lilac wood in there towards the end, just to see if I could get a little smoke action, you know, give it a little bit more flavor, and it worked really well. So you can put in any wood you want, but I really love lilac when I do my barbecuing for poultry and fish. It's really good. But anyways, just wanted to let you know that, and if you have any questions about anything, let me know. But it's pretty straightforward. Just made a place for the air to kind of be trapped, but also flow as well, so that we could get some good cooking for the pizza. So it's pretty fun little experiment, and later.